Okay, here we are, MCRD San Diego. It's really only 8 o'clock. I forgot to change the clock again. That's the parade ground down there. There's some women pointing. I feel rain.
You feel rain? Oh no.
Don't you?
I do.
Okay, here's a big auditorium where the ceremonies start, and then they'll move outside if it doesn't rain. It looks like at night. We shall see. There's Mindy's pink dress.
Oh, there she is. Yeah.
Some guys in their dress blues looking sharp.
Probably making me nervous.
The ceremony will commence. The drill instructor teams will be introduced by the company first sergeant.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would appreciate it if the audience would hold their applause until each team has been introduced. The senior drill instructor for Platoon 3009 is Staff Sergeant Clary from Kansas City, Missouri. He is assisted by Staff Sergeant Walker from Salisbury, Maryland, Staff Sergeant Irwin from Costa Mesa, California, and Staff Sergeant Wilson from Georgetown, South Carolina. Instructor for Platoon 3010 is Sergeant Farrell from Brooklyn, New York. He is assisted by Sergeant Dupree from Birmingham, Alabama, Sergeant Espinoza from Pasco, Washington, and Sergeant Merlino from Camden, New Jersey.
Colonel Simoleon, special welcome to the Depot Sergeant Major, Sergeant Major Overstreet, families, friends, and guests. Now, what you just witnessed up here is a long-standing Marine Corps tradition. But even 20 years ago, up to today, that still sends a chill through me every time I hear the response coming back. Because for the past 3 months here, these young men have been first very subtly referred to as recruit, and then almost without them knowing it, it changed over to them starting to call them private. But until today, nobody wearing a uniform like this has ever addressed them as Marine. Symbolic though it may be, it's my privilege to be the first one to officially address them as Marine. Now, I know that many of you have traveled great distances to be here today, and I can tell from your responses that your young man is really going to appreciate the fact that you're here. You should share in his pride and sense of accomplishment, because quite simply, the character and moral fiber you instilled in him contribute to his success here in the Marine Corps recruit training. Now, our business is the making of Marines, and every year here at the depot we make over 20,000 Marines. But I got to be honest with you, to make anything worthwhile requires some basic ingredients. You, the parents and loved ones, have provided that, and we thank you. We trust you'll enjoy your stay with us and take time to tour what we consider to be a superior training complex. Now, out on the parade deck, immediately following the final dismissal here, you'll be greeting your new Marine for the first time. I'm confident that you're going to notice a change in him. Now, he's going to stand a little taller. I guarantee he's in the best physical condition of his life. But his hair is going to be just a little shorter than the last time you saw him. But while you're enjoying those outward qualities, I want you to go ahead and test that inward sense that you're going to get back from him. A sense of dignified confidence, one that he's gained by mastering this recruit training challenge we've given him. You're also going to see exhibited a deep sense of pride that he has in earning the title United States Marine. Now today it's even harder than ever to become a Marine. We're a tough club to join, and these new Marines will tell you a tough team to make. And I'll stand here today and tell you quite frankly, that's exactly the way we intend on making it. For if everyone could be a Marine, we wouldn't be the Marines. Now nobody likes to fight, but somebody has to know how. Give the opportunity, and you can go on and do some things with your life. Because recruiting is a tough job, and you are one of our best salesmen. And we deserve to give our recruiters every help we can get. Go out and find some of those few good men like yourself who are capable of making the Marine Corps team. Now I really just need to be talking to you, because as you close this first chapter of your Marine Corps career, you need to think back on the things that you've accomplished, the things that you've overcome and done here. You can run 5 miles non-stop. You've learned to rappel, drill as a unit, qualified with a service rifle, thrown hand grenades, lived day and night in the field, vastly improved your knowledge, and the list goes on. But as I told you this morning, there's one single ingredient. If you will keep it foremost in your mind, will serve you well throughout your Marine Corps career. You make the adaptation of self-discipline, and the sky is the limit for you. We've given you what we can here. We're confident in your abilities. You take them and you use them as you go on in the Marine Corps. Because everywhere you go, you'll be recognized for your Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. Military men of every nation will assume that you are the best fighting man the United States can put in the field. Now that's going to give you some special privileges, but I have to warn you, it carries some special responsibilities. You have a responsibility to your nation to be prepared at all times to take on the most difficult and demanding of tasks and succeed. For my combat experience tells me that second place on the battlefield does not count. Additionally, as you've been taught here in recruit training, Marines are a band of brothers. We take care of our own. How you prepare yourself to accomplish that task may well depend on the mission's success or the life and death of the Marine next to you. Now, as you prepare to enter Chapter 2, I would say to you, remember who you are and what you represent. You're an American, you're a man under God, and today you are a United States Marine, one of the few and the finest. In parting, I say to you, good luck, God bless you, and Semper Fidelis.
Yeah. Well, these down here are yours. Or they get a one for each 3 years, isn't it? You get a service right for each 3 years.
When you're done, come up here.
I just got
The pre-ceremony music for today's parade was presented by the Marine Band, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, under the direction of Master Gunnery Sergeant James Wallace. exact positions for the parade. Marines have been stationed at the recruit depot since 1921, when most of the buildings to your front were constructed. More than 1 million Marines have been trained here in the past 69 years and have departed San Diego for combat in conflicts around the world, including places whose names are immediately associated with Marine courage and dedication. Names such as Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Iwo Jima, Busan, Incheon, Quezon, Hue, Lebanon, and Grenada. This parade field is rich in history and tradition, and no Marine train here ever forgets its sights and sounds. Followed by our national anthem. Will the guests please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Following the command parade rest, the parade adjutant will
Move up the rope.
Oh yeah, but my arm's getting tired.
Do some more?
Battalion, all present, strict on its floor. All present, I count it for. Sir, all present, I count it for. Attention! To order! Headquarters! Marine Corps Platoon Depot! San Diego, California! 11 May, 1990! Officer of the day, Captain Southall! Officer of the day tomorrow, First Lieutenant Culture! By order of John S. Reynolds, Major General, United States Marine Corps, commanding.
You missed your mom?
Men and women have earned the title United States Marine. Many who have helped shape our history join us here today. In keeping with the slogan, once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. We ask that those
See him? Huh? I don't know. Can't tell through here.
Jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Marines of Company I.
Where is it?
The next portion of the ceremony will be the traditional function of retiring the guidons of the individual graduated platoons. These guidons have been carried by the platoons throughout the
can't see it.
and are being retired to symbolize the disbanding of platoons. All similar units in the Marine Corps carry such guidons, which identify the unit
one back
and
in what
also
row?
some pride to each individual member.
Okay.
Note that the honor of carrying these guidons is bestowed upon those Marines who display outstanding leadership
think
qualities,
so.
motivation, and enthusiasm, and were introduced to you earlier as the platoon honor men. Guidons will now be returned to the drill instructors.
probably the most welcome order they have received while in boot camp.
possible. I mean, I was just sitting there just going, please don't let him come down here too. Because I knew that when you did, it only took, I just glanced up. It's just like that much, you know, and I almost started smiling.
Obviously not allowed to smile.
No, we have to just stand there and hold our bearing. It's kind of neat for the fans to do that. Yeah, it is. It's torture.
Give a hug.
What I got?
Give a hug.
You don't know, but I'm like, you know, but I can do maybe
No, but I have to throw my sea bag.
Yeah, I came up and he shook hands with his dad. He shook hands with him. And he said, I'm
Sergeant Dupree came back last night from Marsh. I want to introduce you to a couple of friends of mine. I had tears in my eyes at the end.
I did.
because I knew I was there. You know.
Yeah.
It was tough.
This is called the wash area.
a bottle of whiskey and a toothbrush.
Spigots, a concrete slab, a scar bush, and a bottle of whisk. And that's where they wash their clothes and dry them.
Very well.
They're just walking.
What do you mean square corner?
I mean,
on the cover?
he does a right
Oh,
flank.
it depends. Yeah, I mean, you should pretty much, you know. And when you're marching in a formation, obviously you're gonna, because the drill instructor's leading you. But he might say, go back to the house and group. It's real tired of that trying to get over those poles.
This is the obstacle course. Dave is talking.
Climb over both of those poles and over that one, and then go up the rope, and you have to do it all in a minute, or 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I did it in 1 minute and 23, and I kicked ass.
If you guys didn't hear that, we're going backwards now. What he has
That's
to
the
do.
same deal.
He has to do it.
You feel your eyes burning, and all around your face it burns, because that gas is incredibly strong. And you know, the gas mask was just in there because there's only so many gas masks, and the instructor's out of the way and just busted out the door. But we have to stand around, then the drill instructors walk by in front of you, and you have to take your mask off and then put it back on and don and clear it, and that's just emptying all the shit out of it. And which that's easy, you just hold your breath, take it off, put it on, and just go, you know, and it's just fine. But then everybody faces around like this, and the back door is here and the front door is here. And we go out the back door and everybody's lined up like this. And we all tighten it up, and the front of the line is right here. And they say, okay, and there's 2 lines. They say the inboard line, take your masks off. And you take them off, and I held my breath, but I took my mask off a little too early. Because we started walking, they say, put your hand on your shoulder in front of you and start filing it. And people start pushing and freaking out because that shit just kills you. I was like this far from the door, and I'm just going, and I just had to suck in a breath, and one of the traits that this gas does to you is
This is Coronado Beach. What? I don't want to walk on the rocks.
Well, that's the only way we're going to get down there, it looks like.
The guys walking on the beach. We'll just do a 360 here. Coronado Hotel. Neat place.
Oh, here comes one. How do you stop it from recording? Sound is something big.
Here we are at the zoo. Hey, do something.
He's not going to come back up, but this one's starting to do something. At least he's looking at us.
I'll do something. Hard to see through this screen. These are flying doodah monkeys of some kind. Oh, it's focusing on the screen. One hand is different. Big touch of the big here.
No, you just see the. You guys. Move.
This guy in the back looks like he had a rough night.
Yeah. Maybe from the other side. Let's try going over here, because this black guy is
Oh,
really.
there they go. Check this one out. Oh, Lord.
Oh, look at that everyone. Look at the other one, Heather.
Did you get that other one in the back?
Yeah, I got him good now. Camouflage. That's what it is. They'll never see me now. I think he slept in his suit.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, certainly is. All dressed up, nowhere to go.
Just like horses.
He looks like he thinks he's supposed to look that way. She said he liked my new suit. That's great. Talk about a romp in the hay, man. Stick out your tongue, but
Get that one over there that's chewing on something. There, he just stuck his tongue out real far. Oh, there, listen, Dad.
yeah, neat markings.
Black and white. You guys.
Use your tongue as a fly swab.
Those are neat. Those are neat. Huh? Just like.
Someone put them together, huh?
That's our hide, mother.
On the left here we have East African plains. Looks like it might seem wild. Two beautiful species of animal, all in the same area, all getting along with the great version of standing. Go by the cave over on the other side.
What?
Bird. I'd start to take a picture of him and ran behind that tree. I got him now.
Let's keep walking around this way.
Oh,
Especially that one. Right at us. He looks really strong.
They have other places.
This guy down here, we give him a little picture. Will, did you want to take a picture of him again?
Yeah.
Okay, focus it. Probably, that's probably pretty good. And then the button is over here. Get him right in the middle of your picture, just whatever two lines you want in the middle of the picture.
Right when you see the fish.
Good.
Can I take one more? Can I take one, Daddy? You promised.
I thought we were going to do that first. You do it now?
Yeah. Okay, show me what I don't recall. Hi.
Hi.
Remember?
We're on the lift.
July
Kind of chilly
4th.
up here.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that, Dan.
What?
The castle thing over there.
I can't see shit. Oh. Well, we're stuck.
Wait, I think the bull wheel's coming loose. Another piece that out today.
So you get to go over all the construction. Great.
Sergeant Merlino was marching with us one day and he had the hiccups. God, we were all laughing so hard. He'd be going, left, right. And he's trying to, you know, be all hard and everything. And he'd hiccup. Fucking all of it.
Swimming around.
Sea lions. Looks like a bunch of sharks from up here.
Well.
Well, if you squint your eyes, look at the sun. So this is the gorilla thing that they're...
Well, boy, that's a short ride. God, I thought it'd be a lot longer than that.
She ends right here.
Well, it goes pretty fast.
There's that amplitude. Something's going on, everybody's sitting on that. Hey, there's a fruit stand right there. Don't they have ice cream with that one?
Jump.
Nope.
Oh, it's not, I already had my little chocolate chip cookie thing.
Take your people's picture. Hey, wave.
Wave, guys.
There.
Don't take a picture of me.
Why? You're
Because I'm
cute.
eating.
What's this?
And this beautiful cat's name is Aramau.
Who?
Aramau. Coming down the hill.
I'll go over there. You done?
Oh, he's going.
Yeah, looks like he's having a good time. There's another little show off.
Did you see him from
Yeah, he does the same pattern every time he goes. Puts his foot up on that one. Showing off. It's a monkey version of pacing. Oh, now he's going. Oh, I got more of them watching that.
Everybody was watching that one up there, so you had to stop here.
Here's something. Here's the
You want to go around?
We're going.
Did it fall?
Yeah, let's go over here, Antoinette. Let's go see some more stuff.
Boy Scout macaque. Mommy, a Boy Scout macaque. Military.
Yeah, there was some pretty cool guys there. A lot of really good kids.
A lot of assholes, too.
Kitty, why don't you share your chair with us?
They can bring some chairs and I'll give you comfortable. Let's see where these Jensen, these are real thick. And him, or no, yeah, him, this guy named Johnny, who everybody calls Johnny because that's what his name spelled. And whoever is over here, those three were part of the gang that was terrorized everybody. But them three one night snuck out in the middle of the night during mess maintenance week and snuck over to the chow hall and snuck inside and had a whole pillowcase full of cookies that they took. And they were coming back out and they got caught. And they didn't even want to get in any trouble for it. You know, they got bent for made them do a bunch of push-ups and stuff. It surprised me. I think they should have done them all up for that. That was a pretty major offense.
You're not
Yeah.
Never thought. You're proud of them. Yeah, it is.
Well, here we are. Everyone's together. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
There's Brenda.
Shook.
And Roger, and Skip, and Jennifer, and Mindy, and Derek.
What's his face? And the guy with glasses.
And Dave.
Who?
Who? Brad.
Just show us the
Get
spot.
your butt in here.
This is where he's gonna sit.
And then I'll turn it off.
Will
Oh,
do
you
that
guys
for
look
us?
so somber.
Wait till the camera's off.
Say cheers. Cheers.
No.
Say cheers.
Where am I sitting?
Right there.
Right here?
At the head of it.
Oh, good. Everybody gets to see that back of my hand.
Okay.
How long are you gonna pull that?
As long as it takes to fill up without foaming over. Are we eating, or this is going to be a...
Well, talk Marine. Talk Marine talk.
Guys, no.
Ask me
One more
questions.
day.
How many fingers am I on?
Five.
Do they have some of the MOS schools outside of the country, or are they all?
No, they're all.
Next.
I guess we break them.
What's
The
that?
answer. Oh.
The hardest thing. The hardest thing.
Well, when the battalion commander asked that in the inspection, I had to, sound decent. So I said my time in MRP was the hardest thing, but that wasn't the hardest thing.
What's MRP?
It's medical rehabilitation platoon. It's where you go if you have an injury or something. Your training stops while you're in there. So you could be in there for 6 months and you get out and go right back where you started, where you left off. But it wasn't that bad.
How long were you doing it?
3 weeks.
What were you in there for?
Tendinitis. Along with about 90% of the rest of the people who
Really?
are diagnosed as having tendinitis. They had a broken arm, but they also had tendinitis. The doctors just love that
Do they?
that and stress fractures. Everybody either has tendinitis or stress fractures.
Arms bent all the way over. That's a stress fracture. Just put that
There was a
back.
guy that had broken ribs, and they told him he had tendinitis.
Is that right?
He got diagnosed by like 3 different doctors as having 3 different problems. One of them said he had bruised cartilage, and another one said he had 2 broken ribs, and then another one said he just had
No,
tendinitis.
that's just tendinitis.
Because it would his head turned around backwards.
Tendinitis.
So what was the hardest part then? If that wasn't it.
I don't know. Time up north.
The part that you get to repeat.
Canada.
Yeah, the part that I'm not
How far
looking forward
north are you
to.
going?
The part
About
up.
40 miles to Camp Pendleton.
What do you do?
That's second phase. That's where it's field training and stuff. You don't do any real
Well, I
marching.
thought that it would be really fun camping out and shooting guns.
Well, you're doing more than just camping out and shooting guns, and you're not doing it on your own. You're being told what to do on everything. So it's just kind of a pain in the ass.
Crawling
That
in mud.
pumping 10 miles with 50 pounds on your back isn't easy.
No, I wouldn't.
Up an incline, that's about 30 degrees.
You haven't humped 10 miles that.
Yeah, I did.
You did? Oh, okay. So
I
what do you
humped
have
about
to
a
do?
I humped a total of almost 20 miles.
What do you have to do when you first get there?
This Friday, I have to hump 7 miles, and then there's a 12 mile and then a 15 mile.
And that's with 50 pounds.
roughly. The first one isn't, but the second two, I think they are.
What do you carry?
A backpack with everything in it.
They just throw lead weights in there just so you
Well,
can
no,
use to carry.
it has a part of a tent and
The whole tent.
no, because the tent's it's called a shelter half. It's just a half of one, and then everybody has half of one. And so you pair up with somebody and you make one. And you know all the
Nice idea.
Oh, parts of it. Oh, shit, I only got
all the tent poles and stuff. But I mean, there's quite a bit of stuff.
Do you have to do the crawling underneath machine gun fire? Like,
Is it live
barbed
fire?
wire.
Yeah, Mom, stand up.
Bullets
80
flying.
people get wiped out. Sorry, I didn't mean to stand
Who
up.
loaded that gun?
well, they used to do that.
They have real machine guns, but they're just
They're blank.
it's gas powered because it'd be such a waste of money to just sit there and fire off blanks. So they have these big old gas cans next to it, and it's gas powered. And I'm not sure how it works, but it's really loud.
Does
and it
something,
sounds
does
real.
something fly? Nothing flies over your head.
No, but there's a lot of smoke there. They have smoke grenades and stuff. And I mean, they're dense. I mean, when I was going through the one they have at MCRD, or I mean at Camp Pendleton, they had just thrown a couple of smoke grenades out there, and one of them was yellow. And I was sitting there crawling along, and my drill instructor was standing there, and he kicked it right in front of my face. But I mean, this stuff, I mean, you couldn't see this far in front of your face. It was just totally dense, and I couldn't see a thing. I was just sitting there just hoping I wasn't going to run into something. But I mean, it was so dense, I got back. After we got back, my underwear was yellow.
Jeez.
It turned my underwear yellow.
Are you sure that wasn't you?
all over. Turned my socks yellow and my t-shirt yellow and everything.
Wow.
But we have to crawl under barbed wire and all that crap.
Well, hopefully you won't tear anything like you didn't tear anything before.
Yeah, no, it's kind of cool. Everybody else tore their camis and I didn't. Since I went slow. Why hurry and tear your camis, you know? I mean, if I was in a real wartime situation and there were bullets flying at me, I'd probably go real fast.
Might tear his candy then.
So you don't have to do gas chamber again until next year.
No, thank God.
Was that a real hard part of it? That's what I've heard.
They throw you in there and you just have to breathe it or hold
Well,
your breath, or
you go in, everybody puts their gas mask on, and it starts burning right away because it's the same gas mask that the person that just went in used, and they just rinsed it off with water. But this gas is like it's about 3 times worse than tear gas. It's the same stuff, only really concentrated. And when there's moisture is where it hurts the worst. And it just happened to be drizzly out that day, and so everybody was fairly wet, you know, so it stung almost the whole time you're in there. But you put the masks on, and everybody goes inside, and you're like, it's just like a big old room, you know, like a warehouse type room. And there's a couple guys standing in the middle, a couple drill instructors with really nice gas masks and really nice gas suits on.
air conditioning.
And they light up the thing, you know, and it smokes for a little bit, but then all the smoke clears away and it looks just fine, but it's not. And everybody's standing around the thing like that with their backs against the wall. And first thing, there's always 2 or 3 people that their gas mask doesn't fit right, and you can tell because, I mean, first thing, these guys from my platoon just started freaking out. They just started screaming and pushed the drill instructors right out of their way and ran right out the front door. And they ended up having to come right back in because if you run out, they just make you come right back in again. So but they got their things fixed and they came in. And we're all sitting there, and then the drill instructors walk around and stop in front of you and they say, okay, take your mask off. And you take it off and they say, okay, put it back on and clear it out, you know, so you can breathe. And that's no problem, just hold your breath, you know, because it's only for like 2 seconds.
How do you put it down?
You just put your hands over the exhaust ports and blow really hard, and it just blows out everything. And then you put your hand over the suction port, I think, and suck in really hard and it squeezes it to your face. But then they say, okay, everybody face to the left, and they make 2 lines, one up against the wall and one right next to them. And we're all standing there, so they say, okay, the inboard side, take your mask off. And you know, they start telling you this 5 times because a lot of people don't want to take their mask off. They're sitting there waiting. And then they say, okay, put your hand on the person in front of you, and they're really stalling for time because they're trying to make sure nobody can hold their breath for the whole time they're in there. And so they say, okay, put your hand in front of you, on the person in front of you, and just start walking, and you just start funneling it out the door. And I held my breath, and this one guy behind me, I found out later, he waited until the last time, you know, a drill instructor came up to him and said, take your mask off. And so he held his breath and took it off, and by that time we already started to walk, and so he made it all the way out. And I was like this far from the door, and I just couldn't hold my breath any longer, and I had to suck it in. And instantly you just start coughing, and you can't see, and you can't hardly breathe at all. It feels like you can't breathe at all. And it really sucks. And then you walk out, and it's so funny because when we were outside waiting, we got to see everybody coming out, you know, that had just been in there, and everybody's all laughing at them. Because one of the things that this gas does to you is it makes your nose run incredibly bad. I mean, instantly. And I mean, there was guys walking out of there with snot hanging, almost dragging the ground. And they're just going, oh, and they got tears running out of their eyes and snot all over the place, and they're just going like this, and their eyes are half closed, and it was hilarious.
So then you came out with the same thing.
I didn't know. I didn't have that problem really. You know, my eyes are tearing up and everything, but I didn't have any problem with snot running out of my nose.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
But it's
How
really
about
not
the
a very
sinuses?
pleasant experience. It's not something I care to do every year.
But you're going to have to do it every year?
Everybody does.
Well, oil fighting machine has to be tuned up once a year.
You have to go through a lot of things every year to keep everybody up to date and in shape, and you know.
Do you have to do marksmanship once a year? You probably won't. I mean, and if next year, for some weird reason, you really screwed up and weren't asked.
It's called going unk.
Unk.
That's what they call it.
They take your badge away, right?
They give you the next whatever you got, unless you didn't qualify, and then they make you go through it over and over until you at least qualify marksman. You get a pizza box.
You get a pizza box.
That's what they call it. The badge is just square with a little bullseye on it. It looks like a pizza box.
So you have to get at least what you got the last time, 231?
No, I have to get at least a 216 to get expert again.
And then you keep your badge?
And you get a little bar that goes over top of it that says 1 year or something, or one, or first, or something like that. So if you keep getting consecutive
You have
experts.
20 of them.
No, you get just one bar. If you keep getting consecutive experts, you just have one bar over top that says like 6th year, or 6 times, or you know, something like that.
Yeah, because you get the bomb.
Oh, this is getting heavy. There's some guys that have a whole chest full of shit. I don't understand how their shirts don't do like that. I mean, like you guys saw some of the things of ribbons on those guys, the battalion commander. You know, he had a stack of ribbons that was all the way up like this, and I saw him in there when we were practicing.
He has them stapled to his chest.
Well, when we were practicing, he was wearing just a short sleeve shirt, you know, and not the big coat, and it wasn't hanging down or anything, so I'm not sure how they do that.
Have a special patch behind it.
I mean, most of them, they use a piece of a little belt behind it just to keep it straight so it doesn't pull the shirt down. I don't know.
What sorts of those little belt pieces
They use all kinds of stuff to keep your shirt down. I mean, suspenders for your shirts that hold your socks up and your shirt down at the same time, right? Because they're attached to each other.
Yeah, suspenders.
I don't have any. I haven't gotten any. I need to get some. But what it does is, see, military shirts have 3 creases going down the middle of the back. You know, one on the each side and one in the middle. Okay. And so what you do when you put it on is you have somebody take those outside creases and fold it like that, and it pulls in all the excess shirt all the way around, and it keeps it looking flat across the back. And you hook those suspenders up after you folded it, so it keeps the fold there, and it also keeps it pulled down tight. So I mean, it looks.
That's just for your dressing.
No, that's for the regular, the ones with the green pants and the light brown shirt. But the camis don't have that now. Just the uniforms do.
I mean, if you look at the picture of Dave saying as I do, the captain, is that what he was, captain? Whatever.
I think so.
You know, his shirt is straight and I mean, there's not a wrinkle anywhere.
And they don't have to do anything. They don't, you hardly ever see them sitting there trying to fix it, just because those things, every time they stand up, it pulls it down.
But Dave's
And it
shirt's
wraps
all
around your
bloused
legs,
down around his waist
it wraps
and
around
stuff.
your legs like that, so it's always pulling it apart, keeping it tight across.
And keeps your socks up at the same time.
Did you iron a lot?
Yep. I mean, when I was here at home, I just said fuck it and took it all to the cleaners and had them press it.
Did you have to iron it a lot?
Well, our uniforms, they're supposed to be pressed by our dry cleaners.
Oh, really?
But our camis, we iron. We have to keep those pressed.
You do those every day.
Just when they start looking like shit, mainly just right after you wash them. Because they'll stay pressed, they'll stay looking halfway decent until you wash them.
Sounds like a whole lot of fun, doesn't it, guys?
All the little tricks of the trade. Don't tell me to go in that room. Fuck you. You go breathe that shit. I'm gonna stay out here and get some rays.
Work on my tan.
Couldn't handle that when someone told me something to do. I'd get kicked out or
Yeah,
arrested.
you never make it in boot camp. I mean, it's easy having somebody tell you what to do because you expect it. It's really not that hard. You don't take anything personally, which
Yeah,
is
as long
I
as
think
you
you'd
go
have
in
a
with.
problem with because they insult the hell out of everybody. But if you stay quiet and you don't get into too much trouble, they hardly even know you're there. They won't pick on you, but if you start getting into trouble, they'll pick on you all the time. And they know exactly who you are, and they always can point you.
So you have pre-training from Turner, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't take anything personal.
But I mean, Turner, these guys, call you a disgusting fat pig, get out of my face, and places like that.
So your real time out was when you came home? Wow.
So you go back for a month?
Yep.
Yeah, really.
And go play outside?
Yep.
Yay.
30 miles plus of humping is not something I look forward to.
It's understandable. It's understandable.
And I mean,
Are your
there's
boots
some.
comfortable?
Yeah, they are actually. They're not too bad. But there's some fun parts. We get to shoot some pretty awesome weapons, like the machine guns. I mean, the one that I shot, it didn't thrill me that much because, first of all, I forgot to put my earplugs in. It was louder than shit. And mine kept jamming on me. I mean, it would only fire about 5 rounds at a time before it would jam. Because, I mean, they say, just hold it for a couple seconds and then do it, because you have like 50 rounds. And I was just going to go up there and just rattle off all 50, right, but it kept jamming up on me. And finally it jammed and it wouldn't do shit, and the guy comes over and opens it up and there's a piece of brass that was just all mashed up and twisted and jammed down in there and it wouldn't do shit.
Kind of worried me that gun would have blown up.
No, it wouldn't blow up.
Well, where are your earplugs? Back in your tent?
No, they're in my pocket. I just
Oh.
once you're up there, you don't do that. I just forgot to put them in.
But you won't forget them again.
No.
Ever.
Well, I mean, it's not bad with the M16, but with that one, it was pretty loud.
So you'll have another M16
It's
that'll be
called
yours.
a M249 squad automatic weapon. It's the kind that sits on a little tripod or bipod. But we'll get to shoot the M60 when I'm up there.
It's like the one Sylvester Stallone used
In all of his movies. That's
Oh, well,
they got
we
big
all know
carry
that one,
gun.
don't we? We all
We get
know
to hold
that
it like
one.
that, and hold out the ammunition like that.
First couple of shots, he's gonna be shooting in the air.
That's how it is. I mean, because the M16s fire on semi and burst is 3 rounds at a time. And there was a few times where we got to shoot it on burst. And if you had a target where you could actually look at your shots, which we didn't have when we were shooting them like that, it would be just like that, and the last shot usually wouldn't hit the target. I mean, they come out really fast, but it still moves up quite a bit.
So what is it you're gonna be shooting, an M60?
And we also, I think, we get
Stallone's
to shoot the 50 caliber machine gun. And I think we should get to shoot a couple others too.
That's during this next month you go back.
Yeah, we get to shoot that too. But we got to shoot that last time. And that's nothing special. It's just this big tube attached to an M16, and you just stick it up there. It just goes poof. Yeah, and shoots it down.
You just had duds?
We just had these things that had orange powder in them, so when it hit, you could see where it hit.
Did you get a holder and pull the pin and throw it?
With a regular grenade, yeah.
With a real grenade?
Did they blow up?
Yeah. A grenade is so much louder than you would expect it. I mean, it is immense. It's
Where did you throw it? I mean,
into this big old pit.
Oh, this thing throws a little bit of shit around. Doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it does.
How's your sleeping bag?
Sleeping bags are great. They're those mummy type, and I think they're down, but they're really hot. I mean, I was usually either just fine or too hot the whole time we were out there.
Do you have a mat to sleep on?
Yeah. We call it a rubber bitch.
What is it, half an inch thick?
Yeah, you just roll it up, carry it in the backpack.
He doesn't have a camper.
But you sleep on the ground, just the tent. It's just the tops. That's all the tent is, so you're sleeping on the ground. But we usually, what we do is lay our ponchos out on the ground and then lay our rubber bitch out and sleep on there.
So you stay dry, even when
Right.
it rains?
Yeah, because you build a, you dig a little trench all the way around the thing. So,
How deep? A few inches.
yeah.
Well, at
Some
least
people got carried away and had this fucking ditch all the way around there. It was ridiculous.
We woke up in the morning, there was a moat.
Shut up!
It rained one day that we were out there too. It really sucked. Because it was a day where we were doing field maneuvers where you have, you know, a whole squad of like 13 guys walking in a certain formation, and then somebody goes incoming and everybody hits the deck and has to roll and then aim in, and then some other guy says break contact 200 meters, 12 o'clock, and everybody jumps up, runs 200 meters to 12 o'clock and jumps back down again. We're doing this while it's raining. Everybody was quite soaked by the end of the day.
Shivering.
Yeah, we were cold as hell.
Well, hopefully the weather will be tolerable and not hot
Yeah, I hope
or
so
muggy
too.
or rainy.
I have a feeling when I get back though, my arms from here down are going to be really tan.
Yeah. You can be a typical redneck.
I'm going to have a total farmer dude. And I'm going to have that little ring around my head again, probably.
It's pretty well gone.
Well, my hair is also longer too, so it doesn't show as bad.
In a week.
Longer? Huh?
In a week? It's gotten that much longer?
Yeah, you don't know some?
Come on, Mom, give me a break.
Shit, if your hair was this long in boot camp on the side, man, and somebody saw you, they'd just say, go to the barber right now, get it cut. Because we got our hair cut once a week.
No!
So it's been a week since you had your hair cut, right?
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Oh, you got it in
They
there.
were
I thought you
cut
got
your
it cut
hair?
just the day
Yeah, I
before graduation.
No, we got it cut on the Monday before graduation.
Oh, so it is 2
But
weeks.
you would.
Well, I just got it cut, but I didn't have her do anything on the sides. That's what they do when you get a haircut. They just take those little trimmers and go bzzz down the sides.
Charge you
Not real
$1.85,
stylish,
throw
huh?
you out.
Yep.
You have to pay for that haircut? Who cut your hair? What hair? I got one! $1.85.
I went down to our barber down here and got it cut a couple days ago. She only charged me $5. She goes, well, since you really don't have much to cut, I'll charge you $5.
Bargain. 2 cents a hair.
How long did it take her? Well, she spent a lot of time on it, actually. And a lot of it was just bullshit. You know, she was trying to make it look like she was doing something. But
Like Floyd the barber said in the back, snip, snip, bzz, snip.
Well, once you get going, I mean, what would the regulation be on your hair?
0 to 3 inches and tapered.
Really?
So I can have it up to 3 inches long up here, and it's supposed to taper down to where, you know, it's like that on the bottom. But you know, I've seen some guys that had some really long hair. You know, it was parted and had it.
You're lucky though, you know, your ears lay back real nice.
Oh yeah, there's some guys
I'm
out there.
sure. Shit, if I had to go in, I'd be in real trouble.
Super cool.
Seriously though, I mean, it's nice that your ears lay back. And
One of our drill instructors even had his ears are like that. They stick way out.
Did you call names?
I was going to, but he wasn't out there. I was planning on graduation to go out there and say, you know, everybody in the platoon thinks you're a dick.
Who was that?
This new guy that came in, Longoria, he wasn't there at the dinner. He was with us at the squad bay because they didn't consider him one of our drill instructors, so they left him with us and took all the regular ones over there. But he was fresh out of drill instructor school. So he treated us like we were in first phase the whole time. It was pretty stupid.
Well, you want to stop? You guys want to stop? It's okay. You're getting bored or something.
No, we can just wake up.
I'm surprised the battery hasn't quit.
No, the battery's still fine. It's not doing anything except taking pictures. It's not having to do any zooming and moving and stuff like that. We got only one bar left.
Oh, good. We need to get our...
Oh, it's yelling battery.
I don't hear it.
Time to turn it on.
Begin to...
Okay. Oh, it's already going.
Yeah, it's already going.
The parents saying goodbye.
I'm gonna miss you.
Too.
It's been great seeing you.
Hopefully I'll be back in another month.
Hopefully you will. Yeah.
Let us know what's going on as soon as you can and whatever address we can write to you and everything.
Well, I should be able to call. Cause I won't,
And you're gonna have nights off, right?
yeah, and I won't have to do anything until like Wednesday.
Okay.
So,
We'll probably still write to you at MCRD or will they do it at Pendleton?
no, I think it's a different address.
Well, just let us know where you are and some letters out to you. A couple of pictures that you've made. Take care of yourself.
Alrighty.
Where your head, yeah.
Love you too.
Mom's gonna cry. Okay, that's enough.
Bye.
He's making us real proud. Well, this next 28 days is going to be a pain in the ass, but
Stop.
you know.